Hi everybody, Miss Molly here for today's edition of First Chapter Friday, and today we are reading Once Upon a Tim by Stuart Gibbs. So this one, once upon a time there was a peasant named Tim. Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of a boy who wanted more out of life than to grow up to be a peasant like his parents and all his ancestors as well. Even if that means making a treacherous journey filled with dangerous beasts, angry ogres, and very devious humans. Until now, the only path to success in the kingdom of Wild was to be born a prince. But there's never been a hero like Tim before. So let's start with the first few pages of Once Upon a Tim. Chapter 1, Who I Am. Once upon a time, there was a prince who was revered throughout the land for being exceptionally brave. Who was known far and wide for his cool and calm presence in the face of grave danger, and who was beloved and adored by all the people of his kingdom. This is not his story. It's mine. Right over here. I'm Tim. Come in a little closer and you can have a better look at me. There he is. You know how whenever you see a movie or read a story set in olden times, it's always about the most dashing prince or a beautiful princess and you're supposed to get all wrapped up in their troubles? Well, there are lots of people who aren't princes and princesses, and trust me, we have way more problems than the rich folks do. We're called peasants, and being a peasant stinks. To start with, we're all really poor. See the clothes I'm wearing? These are the only clothes I own. I've been wearing the same outfit for 2 years, and it was a hand-me-down from a cousin who wore it for 2 years before me. All the princes and princesses live in a castle with hundreds of rooms, and I live in a hut. See? You might be thinking to yourself, gosh, that's awfully small, but it looks pretty cozy. Well, it's not. For example, look at the windows. That's right. You can't, because there aren't any windows. Peasants can't afford fancy stuff like glass, which means that any animal that wants to get into your house can do it. Flies, lice, raccoons, muskrats, wild boars, the occasional dragon. While I'm on the subject, here are a few things we don't have. Air conditioning, heaters, refrigerators, televisions, internet, bathrooms. Yes, you heard that right. We don't have bathrooms. No showers, no sinks, no toilets. All right, I admit the prince and princesses don't have flush toilets either, but at least they have separate rooms to do their business and professional wipers to clean them afterwards. Ugh. But the worst part of being a peasant isn't really what we don't have. It's what we can't do. You see, there's only one way to become a prince or princess. You're born into it. That's it. No one can apply for the job as a royal family member. If you're a peasant boy like me, you basically have one option. And there's our family tree leading down to Tim. My parents are peasants, so were their parents, and so were their parents before them. And so on and so on and so on, going all the way back as far as anyone can remember, which, given that there aren't any history books readily available, is about 70 years. There's nothing you can do about it. Almost. Turns out there is one way a peasant can change his lot in life. It isn't easy though. In fact, it's extremely dangerous, ridiculously, terribly, insanely dangerous. But if you're smart, brave, confident, trustworthy, honest, and you don't die in the process, then you might be able to pull it off. I was willing to give it a shot because, like I said, being a peasant stinks. Okay, I'll admit, some people are content with peasantry, like my parents and all my uncles and aunts and my distant cousins and most of my neighbors, but that just isn't right for me. So this is the story of how I took that shot and how it led to the greatest adventure of my young life, along with plenty of danger and peril and treachery and doom. It's a good story though, I promise, and there are some awesome pictures. So settle down, get cozy, maybe make a quick stop to the bathroom with your flush toilet, you lucky duck, and I'll tell you right now. So if you like the sound of Once Upon a Tim and you would like to finish this story, definitely stop on by or give us a call and we'll pull it for you. All right, friends, have a great rest of your day. Bye.